Good morning. Welcome back to the Vitality Project. I'm Dr. Bob. Yesterday, we emphasized how crucial it is right now that we don't panic amidst all that we're dealing with here with the current virus pandemic. And the first thing that we can do is to stop and just assess our personal level of anxiety. And once having done that, to kind of get a read of where we are on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 is completely calm and 10 is completely stressed out of our heads. Once we've assessed that, then we need to acknowledge to ourselves and to one another, to really support each other in this fact, and that is that simply letting anxiety take over here in the context of this virus is a one-way ticket guaranteed to increasingly desperate or impulsive behaviors. And this includes addictive numbing out. We need to find a better way, and we can. Let's start then by applying some sound common sense. So this is our first practical suggestion, and it is common sense. Since, as we talked about yesterday, when our forebrain doesn't know what's going on, we refer to this as cognitive ambiguity. When our forebrain, the executive function in our brain, doesn't know what's going on, that's a direct line to increasing anxiety in the midbrain. So what we want to do is try our best at nipping unrealistic worry in the bud. One of my favorite recovery experts here in the country is Dr. Jud Brewer, and he provides the following practical example. If we are starting to worry, he says, oh no, I touched my face, maybe I'll get sick. Instead of panicking, Dr. Brewer says, take a deep breath and ask yourself, when was the last time that I washed my hands? Think for a second. And then if it's true, say to yourself, oh, right, I just washed my hands. So what he's counseling and what we're counseling here is leveraging what the forebrain, this is our executive center, leveraging what it does best. The motto of the forebrain is literally, I think, therefore I am. That's what the forebrain does. Let's do all that we can to marshal those resources and keep things in rational balance by relying on this part of our brain, the forebrain, relying on its ability to analyze things logically, sensibly. In the example I gave you from above of Dr. Brewer's example, first, make sure you've washed your hands since being out in public, and that's assuming that no one coughed directly in your direction. And then gently and persistently remind yourself that the probability of your having gotten sick from touching your face right now is in fact quite minimal. I told you it was going to be common sense. It's just using our noggins. The point here is this: the more that we can maintain positivity amidst those things we can be certain of, when did I wash my hands, and using reason, there's a very low probability of my having been infected. The more that we can maintain positivity, and I mean that versus the negativity that comes amidst uncertainty, not knowing, and the negativity that certainly arises from panic, from anxiety on its way to panic, the more that we can maintain positivity, the more our bodies and brains will actually begin to establish themselves in those feelings that we're looking for, a positive well-being. We've talked about this in various contexts. What fires together, wires together. If I can continue to fire rational, positive self-statements to myself amidst a situation like we're in right now, every time I do that, every time I fire that particular connection, it begins to wire together to where it becomes more habitual. So this is a start. There'll be more to follow. I want you to keep coming back here to the Vitality Project as we provide resources for all of us to move through this very, very challenging time. I wish all of you health, and I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow.